guys, you are watching a brand new episode of the Speel right here on Reminac TV, and with us is a very special guest. He is a multi-talented, multi-skilled youngster on the rise with a wide range of skills like drawing, acting, TV hosting, presenting, and so much more. You might recognize him from the very first Reminac TV film called Muffled Voices, or from the hit Reminac TV show Kids Talk Uganda. He is all these things and so much more. He's also a winner of the Reminac Comics National Writing Competition with an epic book titled Crisis, and he's also the leader of the Reminac Kids Club, and we are thrilled to have him on the Speel today. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Speel.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's been a long time since I was in the studio. So yeah, it's great to be here.
Actually, I don't think that I've done such a great job introducing you because you are very many things. Can you please introduce yourself to the people watching?
Well guys, I'm sure it might not be your first time to see me, but for those who it's actually your first time to see me, I'm a writer. I was once hosting a show Kids Talk Uganda. You can check it out. I'm a writer, musician. Okay, I'm just still starting out in the music industry. Still, finding myself in a bit of poetry. And still, working out things as a writer as well.
Can you please tell us about Kids Talk Uganda?
For Kids Talk Uganda, this was a show where we children did the hosting for ourselves and checking out the trending topics and debates where we get to give the uncensored points, like maybe bring our point of view and perspective on what's really going on in the world, what's trending, what's big right now. You can check it out. You'll get to know for us.
Must be really interesting. I know you are very many things, and if we are to talk about everything right now, the show wouldn't end. But today we are going to talk about the Reminac Comics National Writing Competition and the Reminac Kids Club. Can you tell us what it is like to work with Reminac Comics and Reminac TV for such a long time?
Well, this is interesting. Okay. For Reminac Comics, it's been quite a big journey from where I started. Actually, even first being nominated for the chance to have a comic book was a long journey. Thing is, they point you out, help you to grow your skill. Once they identify that you have, that skill for writing, they'll help you grow it. So that's how I started for myself. They identify the skill in me. I tried out some few ideas, some were good and some, it always goes the other way. So I've been going like that, building on top, and finally I landed on the big thing. For Reminac TV, it was also some big journey. From where I started, from the debates where you, behind the scenes, like where we all gather up together, define what we want to talk about in the next episode, who's going to be the host, and how the questions will be running.
Wow, it has been a long journey. Okay, so your story was among the best 10 stories. How did you feel?
Well, the commonest feeling is feeling overwhelmed, but this was a feeling of overjoy because when I look at where I started from working with Reminac, I told you it was a long journey, but life isn't just changing yourself or going where you're supposed to go. It's about making yourself. So once I had made something that was actually appreciated, liked, and actually nominated to be one of the winners, it was an overwhelming joy I felt, and it has also encouraged me to continue writing, but that's still work in progress.
Okay, I was very excited when I got to know that Reminac Comics is releasing a comic book titled Crisis. Can you please tell us about your book?
Well, my book, I don't want to give out a lot of information, but Thing started when I looked around. I told you at times I can be alone. Problem was emotional stability. You know, as we are all growing up, we tend to feel ourselves, simple things make us angry, you become unruly at times. This can drive us to commit the unthinkable at times. This is when you see children doing things that lead them to spoiling their own lives, going to jail. So for him, the character in my book, I won't dispose of the name. You have to get the book and then find out the name for yourself. Thing is, he had anger issues. In a way, it was trying to reflect me. I wanted to send a message because in our anger, most of us make decisions or do things that we'll later on regret. Now, for him, the crisis comes in when he's fighting or he's trying to figure himself out, how he can control himself, and how to find balance within, like, you know, we all, that those emotions, the anger, the mood swings, things tend to become unstable, and you know, one thing leads to another, and you're in some big major problems. For him, the thing that overwhelmed him was his anger, that led him to unravel something that had been hidden for a long time. But we'll see him grow as a character and in the book.
So guys, if you really want to read this book, it's very incredible. It looks like this. This is what it looks like. You should grab yourself a copy because guys, you're missing out. A lot has been said about your book. There have been comments from many people, family, friends. What are those memorable comments that you will never forget about your book?
For a memorable comment, okay, there have been many. Everyone gave their own idea about what the story is like, but one of them was, why did he have to be a boy? For that, okay, I won't say what I replied for that one. The next one was, okay, that part, the one who was inquiring was actually a fellow boy, but for his idea, the ability my character has would probably look better on a feminine character, but okay, let's just forget that. And another one would be, why wasn't in Kampala? Okay, for Kampala, like, since we are mostly staged here in Kampala, I wanted to draw the idea mainly, okay, maybe far away from the capital of Uganda, because hey, everything's happening in Uganda. I wanted to be Kampala. Everything's happening in Kampala. Like everyone says now, this guy is in Kampala, their own characters in Kampala. I wanted my story to start out, from a different place. But later on, actually goes back to Kampala.
Okay. So you have been a host on Reminac TV before. How am I doing so far?
You're really doing great, having a good time on the show. We should keep this up.
And thank you for the comment. And on the 18th of December, you guys went to the Digi Art Fest and you were voted leader of the Reminac Kids Club, right? Can you tell us what the club is all about?
Well, I gotta say the Reminac Kids Club is right now an ongoing project, mainly bringing together those children with lucrative skills. You get. So like for now, it's still being pulled up to the point where we want it to go like to national level where like all children can join in, but you have to actually be nominated by one of the high-ranking officials in the Reminac.
Like the director is the...
Not okay, mainly the directors, they got more stuff to do. As long as there's an official in Reminac who has nominated you to join, it's okay. And don't forget, you have to be disciplined, and you should still continue being disciplined as it should be. Okay,
so if at all I'm not disciplined yet, I'm in the club already, am I going to be kicked out?
If you're in the club, actually, then you're actually disciplined, but you just don't know it. So actually, back to that point, you're supposed to have a certain skill, and you have to be willing to learn more of them in the club.
Okay, so what is it like being the very first leader of the Reminac Kids Club?
Well, I gotta say, it's something huge, and with great power comes great responsibility. Like, I'm still working my way through quirks here and there. Everything, yeah, okay. I'm the one setting up the base right now. Like, I have to plant the seed that, we have to branch out, bring in more fruits for us. So if I fail right now, I'm not gonna fail. I know I'm not gonna fail. But if I do, it will have to be to the next person to fix up the problem. So it's okay, great power, great responsibility, but there's still that age, like the weight you're carrying right now. Right?
So what you're carrying is so big for you.
Big, but comes with a lot of quirks, like a lot of good things.
Okay, so what are your most memorable moments while achieving these things that you have right now?
Firstly, one of the moments was when I joined Kids Talk Uganda. Those moments are okay, yeah, the quarrels, the laughs, and all the cries after the show because of everything. Okay, not necessarily like crying, like you say, yeah, it's done, that type of crying. Thing is, those moments, like when I made new friends, I learned how to work with other people, how fun it can actually be. Instead of working alone in my room with closed doors everywhere. Thing is, I learned how to work with guys. That's one moment I'll never forget. The other moments are those after parties we have celebrating another achievement, one of us, or even me myself, I have made, because all the support is fun. The vibes are always there. Just, yeah. So yeah, those are some of my greatest moments. And right now, having my own son, my book, is one of my greatest moments.
So he's a boy.
Yeah, he's my son.
Is it child friendly?
Of course it's child friendly. A child wrote it, so it has to be child friendly.
Okay. So, you started working with Reminac TV at such a young age, and okay, what is it like working with Reminac TV and Reminac Comics for this long time?
It's actually very fun. Like, yeah, you might get into the company, you only want to do one thing, but then they give you a chance to make your skills vast. Like, there's one time I went for a camp for photography, and Reminac connected me. I wasn't so much into photography, but okay, I take photography on phone. But they told me how to handle a camera, and now I'm interested. Next time you might see me recording your own movie.
But you weren't interested in.
Yeah, I get to learn more skills. I told you, if you are to join, you have to have a skill and you are willing to learn more. So.
Okay, so what are your future plans?
Future plans. I remember the first one I had was becoming big. That's done. So now the next plan is continuing writing, maybe perform some few shows. I'm trying out poetry, and yeah, actually I want to build my skill set. I want to house more things that will get me connected. I'll be able to do more, and maybe find the current things, like, one of the biggest topics right now is global warming, climate change, So hey, if maybe I can do something, maybe write a book that someone will read and stop their ways of polluting, yeah, that would be a great goal for me. Like, okay, world change right now, so it might be my biggest. Yeah, like, actually this is gonna change the world right now. You should check it out. Positively, yeah. As long as you can see what's really behind this, it will change your life. So buy it, buy it. Yeah.
It's really not expensive. It's the right.
I know, it's the right amount, standard. Everyone can afford. Come on.
There is so much I wanted to ask you, but we've run out of time.
Yeah, but it's been great being here.
So your book Crisis is already published and it's right now on sale.
Yeah, only 15,000. Just get out of your pocket, go to one of our stores. It will be there for you. Only 15,000. Don't forget, I'm watching you, eh? So yeah, you should go buy 15,000, eh? 15. Yeah, 15.
This has been a very inspiring episode of the Speel, especially for the kids that want to accomplish half of Mr. Rolandi's accomplishments. If you want to see Mr. Rolandi's body of work from writing, presenting, TV hosting, and more, the 2 seasons of Kids Talk Uganda are still showing on Reminac TV. And more information about him is available in the description below.